As viewers of the TV war, we are treated to endless flyovers. We are immersed in a general spirit of play. We are shown countless computer animations that contribute to a sense of virtuality. We sit in front of the crosshairs directing missiles with a sense of interactivity. The destruction, if shown at all, seems unreal, distant. These repeated images foster habitual fantasies of crossing over.
Mike Herbert remembers watching missiles like this one crash into targets on TV during Desert Storm. He was only a teenager.
Recognizing these new trends, the Pentagon naturally sought to capitalize on the new public appetite for war play. The Air Force began releasing recruitment ads whose main enticement was that someday we might be handed the controller. The image of crossing over is a useful way to understand the new culture of war games.
Just had a mission come through. We've got to do a route clearance for a foot patrol. UAV, unmanned air vehicle, is basically a spy plane.
AV's launched.
AV 257 feet. AV on task. Grid 880. The whole system is the eyes and ears of this battle group. And without us, it makes the job more dangerous. Sounds, look, dead.
This film continues at armyjobs.mod.uk.
In October 1988, Margaret Thatcher's government introduced an extraordinary piece of legislation known as the broadcast ban. Its restrictions prevented the media transmitting the voices of those who supported terrorism. This was the most direct level of government censorship since the Second World War. Real lives had to be revoiced when it was shown during the ban.
With your successes in today's elections, is this now not the time to give up the Armalite?
Well, we have always said that we believe that we can only achieve what we're attempting to establish in Ireland, a democratic socialist republic.
As a result, this interview with Martin McGuinness now sounded like this.
Well, we have always said that we believe that we can only achieve what we're attempting to establish in Ireland, a democratic socialist republic, through the use of political action and military force. That is the Republican position. We don't believe that winning elections and winning any amount of votes will bring freedom to Ireland.
Satirists picked up on the broadcast ban and lampooned the restrictions in a series of comedy sketches.
Earlier today, I spoke to their deputy leader, Rory O'Connor, who under broadcasting restrictions must inhale helium to subtract credibility from his statements.
So you do support this campaign of violence?
Sinn Féin is a legitimate political party.
Which supports terrorist action.
Your tone is antagonistic and you're making me very angry.
And since we conducted that interview, all sides in the conflict have had a meeting and have sorted everything out.
By using actors' voices, the broadcasters were able to obey the letter of the law, but were also able to highlight the absurdities of the restrictions. Some journalists wanted the actors' voices to demonstrate that they were working under censorship.
I said to them, don't try and sound like them, just have a Northern Ireland voice. I want it deliberately out of sync so that the public know we have to go through this hoop to be there with the restrictions.
Romanism has controlled in this land for many centuries, and Romanism has bred poverty and ignorance and priestcraft and superstition.
I'll not be changing. I will go to the grave with the convictions I have.
Ireland is partitioned. I consider that to be totally immoral. We can change each other's minds. The people who know that Protestantism in its radical and democratic tradition is the rock on which Irish republicanism was formed.
This product really is unprecedented. It's the only official U.S. Army game, and it's benefiting from this tremendous level of support from the Army. We've had Special Forces officers come to Secret Level Studios often. Some of them are game experts because there's a lot of gamers in the Army.
I've probably spent an inordinate amount of my paycheck on games, and so I want to play games that are realistic.
When you look over the iron sights of a weapon, it looks realistic to what an actual rifleman sees.
It's really the highest level of authenticity of any game out there.
Like many of the sports games today, Rise of a Soldier has character progression that's built on skill points.
The skill system in Rise of the Soldier is very unique because it allows the players to customize their character and gear it towards the way he or she likes to play the game.
The career mode really is a depiction of the rise of a soldier in terms of individual accomplishment, training, education. No other game can do that because no other game is an official U.S. Army product.
America's Army, Rise of the Soldier, the official U.S. Army game.
Hello and welcome, I'm Tableau, and this is Kuma War. Saddam Hussein, the butcher of Baghdad, has been captured. Here's how it went down.
From the headlines to the front lines, we put you there. Introducing Kuma War, an intense boots-on-the-ground experience of actual news events occurring around the world right now. Real-world news. Real-world games. After we report it, you play it in single-player and multiplayer. You devise the tactics. You make the hard choices. Recreate the news as it happened. Remake it as you think the action should have gone down. You are the 4th Infantry Division capturing Saddam. You are the 10th Mountain Division hunting Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. Wherever the war takes our forces, we'll put you there. On the ground and in the thick of it. Accurate and authentic. Intense and immersive. Constantly updated to be timely and real.
Hardline student group enters the video game business. Watch as the Iranian nuclear scientists are kidnapped by the evil U.S. military. What fun! T for terror. I'll tell you about the new Iranian video game that packs a little more punch than Pac-Man. Try killing American soldiers.
من أهم أهدافها التشجيع على المقاومة الهادفة ومفاهيم الشهادة.
هذه اللعبة مبنية على أصول ثقافية ودينية تدعو إلى ثقافة الإيثار والشهادة والدفاع عن الحقوق وضد العنف والإرهاب والفوضى التي يروج لها الأمريكيون والإسرائيليون.
ومضى قتلا وسحقا هامجيا كم سقينا الكفر كأسا من جحيم ورأوا منا جهادا قدسيا عربد الكفر بعرضي ودمائي ومضى قتلا وسحقا هامجيا حارقوا الأرض بحقد عسكري وردوا